Morning, everyone. My name is Tanya McKinley, and thank you for this awesome privilege. I'd like to speak on Mirror, Mirror on the Wall today. And I want to ask, have you ever looked in the mirror and not liked what you see? Too many grey hairs, bags under the eyes, or double chin, your mouth is too wide, and you never seem to get to that place of, I'm cool. Well, let me remind you of what you actually look like. Because some of us have settled for an image that is less than what God intended. Genesis 1:26 says, God said, let us make man in our image, according to our likeness. Let them have dominion. Later on, we are told that we are not to have any graven image, and we are not to worship it, because nothing can truly represent our awesome Father. But along comes Aaron, and this man walked closely with Moses, and he loved the Lord. He had seen the miracles of the Lord in Egypt, and more importantly, Exodus 24:10 tells us that he had seen God. But tragedy of tragedies, the people asked him to make a god, and the best he could come up with was a golden calf. This was his image of God. He had squashed it into a mere cow. And when Moses addresses him, Aaron says, but you know the people, they're set on evil. So they gave me their gold, and I put it in the fire, and out came the calf. Doesn't that sound like a little child, blaming others and saying that a ready-made calf jumped out? Aaron had not seen that he was portraying a God that was less than almighty. And to continue the thought, it shows me that Aaron did not have a good image of who God was, even though he had seen him. So Psalm 106 says this. In verse 19 and 20, it says, therefore they made a calf in Horeb and worshipped the molded image. Thus they changed their glory into the image of an ox that eats grass. Definition of glory, magnificence or great beauty. So they had changed their magnificence and great beauty into an image of an ox. And we have dominion over that ox, by the way. So how about you? Have you lowered your glory or exchanged it for something that is not as magnificent as God intended? Have you allowed the world around you to squash you into its mold, making you smaller or meaner or less than what you should be? Today I want to remind you, and then you in turn can remind others, that you have a singular privilege of being made in the image of God. He invested his Son into your life and his Holy Spirit to empower you and enable you to live a glorious life. Look into the mirror, remind yourself that God has chosen you before creation. He says you're precious. He's blessed you with every spiritual blessing. You're a chosen generation, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, because you have been made in God's image. Enjoy your day.